Hari. Rasta siya sumay laban ni. Yengo. Hindi siya nun tawadi sumay tara laban ni. Duga main problem hai bache sida laban ni. Sida na. Hindi makha phone ni.
कैसा ये थोड़ी ला लिया कोई नहीं रे बोल्डर मुझे मेटल तो यही माटी और मेटल ओटी में मिला दे ना हो लोग रे इतु गाने इतु जाइने इतिया एक ट्रिप इतु लाना इतु तो पार करबो ना पारबो इतिया ना ऊपर बड़ा बताई तो अबनी इतिया ना ओलाई के ने इतिया इतु आनी मेटल
ऐसे हो रहा है निकाल से ये करके हम लोग पत्थर लेके डालने वाला है रास्ता ऐसे है देखिए ऐसा हो रहा है रास्ता ऐसे ये कंडीशन में है और आने के लिए भी बहुत दिक्कत होता है गाड़ी लोग को जीपे से धक्का मारते निकलना पड़ता है
On September 17 and 18, 5 unions that involve the truck union welfare of Dimapur, Senapati and some of Manipur and Assam as well, including the Akhil Bharatiya Transport Association, they took up work voluntarily to repair the National Highway 29, specifically the route of the old dumping site of the Kohima Municipal Council. Now, all these truck drivers that have been stranded there, it has been reported that some have been stranded for 20 days or a week, and these are all carrying perishable items that include eggs and fish and many other commodities that is meant to be transported to Manipur. Now, today, Nagaland News Network spoke to Keholi Kibami. She is the president of the Akhil Bharatiya Transport Association in charge of Manipur and Nagaland. Now she has spoken to us about the challenges faced, and again today, October 4th, they are again repairing the road, the same said road, because the contractor seems to be only clearing the route and not exactly fixing or repairing the road. Now we'll show you in your visuals of the September 17 and 18 as well as today how the unions altogether are taking part in this and voluntarily fixing the road so that the commodities and essential goods can be transported to its destination. Now, Keholi Kibami has also mentioned that day before yesterday, the trucks were stranded, and this is more than 1,000 trucks. Over 1,000 trucks are stranded in that location. But day before yesterday, 2 trailer trucks carrying huge consignments meant for the Hornbill Festival was allowed to pass through with a police escort. Now, this information was received to her by the truck drivers that have been stranded there and how they are also questioning how they are allowed and other trucks are not allowed. Let's hear what she has to say. Ma'am, can you please tell us what is the actual problem being faced right now by the, the truck drivers, the unions and the transport companies right now?
At present, there's a landslide. There was a landslide, and still now it has not been cleared properly. So we have been waiting for the government and the contractor to clean the road so that a vehicle can pass through. First time when the landslide took place, our vehicle got stranded for nearly 20 days and we don't know whom to approach because the stuff which we're carrying in the trucks were, some of them were perishable items, some was a medicine. So there was no one to help our drivers and the truck owners. So we union from Manipur and Nagaland and Assam, we joined a meeting and then we had constructed the road. We have the repair the road by putting boulders on the highway. The union which consists of working on that 17th and 18th of September is Dimapur District Truck Drivers Welfare Union, Sanapati District Truck Drivers Union, then Sanapati Truck Owners Union, Akhil Bharatiya Transport, Northeast, and Manipur Truck Drivers Union. We all collected money and then we started repairing the road.
Okay.
Then after repairing the road, the vehicle could pass through. But again, it started raining. Now we are waiting for the contractor to repair the road and all, but he only cleans. He doesn't put any boulders or nothing has been done for the last, again, 1 month now. And like when there is no rain, the vehicle can pass through. And the traffic says that when there's a rain, there will be a blockage and all. So our vehicle cannot pass through and it is stranded in the highway. We are having a perishable items also, so many perishable items which is meant for Kohima and it is also meant for Manipur. So now all the perishable items like fish and eggs are getting rotten. Now until and unless we don't drop the consignment in the right time, the owner of the vehicle will not get the freight which he has spent all the way coming from Punjab and Vijayawada. Who's going to pay for that? So today also we union, we have made a plan of repairing the road on the highway.
Can I just ask about now the people who have ordered the consignment, let's say in Kohima, and do they make the payment to the transport company after the consignment reaches, or they do not pay also if it is already perished?
What happened is they order but perishable goods, for example egg, fish, fruits, they don't pay in advance. We have to reach the consignment in the place to the consigner, then only we are paid, seeing on how much damage. If the damage is there, we don't get, the price has been cut. The rate which have been fixed to the transporter and the consigner, they have to negotiate because it's a perishable item. So the amount which they are going to pay, they don't pay us. Because it is the risk of a transporter, the truck owner. It is his risk that he's carrying all these perishable items.
Ma'am, what are the challenges faced when you are passing through Dimapur, the border areas, Dimapur, and up till your destination, being the truck owners? What are the challenges
There are so
faced?
many challenges faced. One thing is, there's a limited time for our trucks to pass. That is only at midnight. It starts from 8 o'clock. So we truck owners also, we don't sleep as long as the truck doesn't reach in time. Second is there are so many unwanted miscreants or in the highway. Once they see a big truck, they think the truck is carrying money for them. And until and unless we don't pay money, our vehicles are not passed through. We transporters, the truck owners, are the highest taxpayers, above the table and below the table. And once they see our vehicle going, we'll get a phone call, your vehicle has passed, what will you do? Why don't you SMS us? These are the things. It's a trend. Because we feel we transporters are second-class citizens. And we are flying in the highway. We have already paid tax, toll tax. Whatever tax we have to pay to the government of India, we pay. To the state government, we pay. Because we have a national permit. We are forced to make insurance. There are so many tax which the truckers pay. Insurance, then comes the yearly tax, that is the goods tax. Then if we put little overload, they will say you are carrying overload, dimension, MBI. There are so many tax which we have to pay. Pollution tax. Now our vehicles are BH6 now. In spite of that, why it is BH6 means it is to control pollution. And we have to pay extra, like before it was only diesel we used to use it. But now since it is BH4, BH5, BH6, so there's Another urea we call it. If you don't put that, the vehicle doesn't move for pollution free. In spite of that, in Nagaland, until and unless we don't produce this pollution certificate from the transport department, there's always a penalty for us. The driver have to pay. There are so many rules which the truck owners have to go through, which other business people, they don't face that. But as for us, why this? Why you are not wearing a seat belt? Why you are not wearing a shoe? And there's so many things to extract money from the truck owners. But when the truck owners are in problem, there's no one to come out. There are so many organizations who have been collecting money from us. Where are they now? When the road is bad, not even a single person comes, and they always blame the government. Why don't you blame yourself and try to help the transporters who are stranded on the highway?
May I please ask which organizations would this be, if you're willing to give out the organizations?
There's so many, undergrounds or, there are so many organizations which I can't explain, as you know.
Yeah. Right.
Because once the vehicle crossed any place, they will call us and say, what are you going to do for our organization? Your vehicle supplying, what are you going to do for our organization? Is the truck organization only meant to give? We can't take our money at home. Because the amount of money we are paying in the highway, if we calculate, Nagaland would, like this road, this up to Manipur, it would have made of gold.
As you had mentioned that repairing the road had taken place. So I think you had mentioned September 17 and 18. So this decision was taken up after the meeting was held between all the unions you had just mentioned, and everyone repaired the road and the trucks started passing through. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then again it stopped when?
It stopped after the rain again, and they said it's raining, and then since it was raining, the landslide started again.
Okay.
So we're waiting for the department to clear the road. But every now and then, 5 vehicles will pass, and for the last 7-8 days now, our truck which is carrying fish and eggs, they're all stranded there. And now the consignor, the owner, is calling us up. What will happen? What will we do? What will we do? What can we do? Now I've stopped picking up the phone also. The only thing is that I thought, let me repair the road, do the work, then only I'll talk with the consignor who has called us up. So that is the situation.
So today again planning the plan to fix the road again.
Yeah.
And I heard somewhere that some few government vehicles were allowed, some trucks. Or is that true, or what was the scene?
It is day before yesterday. All our vehicles were stranded. Then my drivers, they called up and said, Madam ji, तू ट्रेलर दो वो हॉर्नबिल फेस्टिवल का जो सामान है बोल को ट्रेलर दो गया तो हम लोग का अंडा और मच्छी का गाड़ी क्यों नहीं गया? So I was shocked. And that also was escorted by the police, it seems. So Hornbill, like festival, this thing is very much important than the perishable goods of the common man.
Yes. So how many trucks would you say approximately under all these unions and are there stranded right now?
It is thousands.
In thousands.
Some of the vehicles, 6-wheeler, they had gone through the Smile Road, but it got stuck again because the road is very pathetic. And every year there's a landslide. So government should think, they should make an alternative route also. When they are taking tax from the truckers, from the truck owners, the transporters. So they should also think of the alternative route. The vehicle is not meant only for the VIPs, but we are the highest taxpayers. The money that you get, why don't you repair the road? All these years we have been paying money.
Is there anything you would like to, apart from the appeal of fix the road as soon as possible, apart from that, is there any other challenges that you're facing in terms of taxation?
In terms of taxation, we are facing lots of challenges. Not only like since our vehicle goes from Nagaland to Manipur, now because of the war, everyone has started collecting tax from the truckers. They don't know our drivers have been sleeping a sleepless night on the highway. They don't know that. But they call us up and said, Madam, you are paying 500, but now the rate has gone up, you have to pay 1,000. Madam, you are paying 2,000, but the rate has gone up. So every month the rate is going up. And until and unless, one thing I want to appeal to everyone, not only in Nagaland, but those who hear this, my word, the Manipur problem will never stop until and unless the government does not protect the transporters, the truckers on the highway. Because the money that they have been extorting from the truckers, that is the money which they are buying guns, bullets, and they are killing each other. And until and unless the government does not protect the truckers, this conflict will go on because they are getting money from both sides.
Now, as you have heard, viewers, what Keoli Kibami has just mentioned, it's many challenges that they are facing, and all these unions and the truck owners and the transport companies. Now, she has said that they are the highest taxpayers, and she's asking that if they are the highest taxpayers, how come they are facing such issues of not being able to even do their work that they're meant to do, of transporting all these essential commodities, perishable goods. And it is not for them that they're doing this, but for the people and for the public. Now, she's also appealed to the government as well and different organizations, and also questioned as to how come they are not coming out and helping out in this matter when they are in need. Yes, the landslide is a natural calamity, but then again, there are solutions for such. Now, we will just have to wait and see what the government is planning to do in making sure that these transport companies and truck owners and even the truck drivers do not face issues as she has mentioned. Esther here with camera person Mo for Nagaland News Network.